So a lot of things happened yesterday in the NBA, and the first thing I want to talk about is the John Wall for Russell Westbrook trade. Now, this reminds me, if I have any anime fans watching, shouts out to my chain and my shirt. If I got any anime fans watching me, this reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. And for those who didn't watch it, basically the whole idea of that anime is equivalent exchange, giving something and receiving it back. Equivalent exchange. That's what this trade reminds me of, equivalent exchange, because John Wall for Russell Westbrook, even before the injury, they're very, similar players. I just feel like they're similar players. I just feel like Westbrook does everything that John Wall does on a better level. Like, they're both athletic guards who attack the hoop. They both can pass the ball, but I feel like Westbrook's better at driving to the hole. He's a better athlete. He's a better rebounder. Just everything that John Wall does, I feel like Russell Westbrook does a little bit better. But for the most part, they're similar players. And let's talk about both perspectives first. Now, for Washington side of things, they now have Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook. And for teams like Atlanta and Chicago, them trying to make the playoffs, it's looking pretty rough for them right now, because that means Washington is going to be a real threat, guys. Like before with John Wall, I was like maybe not, because what is John Wall currently right now, but with current Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal, I feel like that team, Thomas Bryant, Bertans, I feel like that team is going to compete for the AFC, just like the Bulls, just like the Hawks. A lot of teams are going to be competing for that AFC, and it's going to be very fun to watch. And this addition of Russell Westbrook and Bradley Beal I don't know how well it's going to work, but it'll be fun to watch, because Westbrook can't shoot. It's flat out, he can't shoot, but Bradley Beal can shoot. So can Bradley Beal somehow complement and help, the weaknesses of Russell Westbrook, and vice versa? Can Russell Westbrook, help and carry and take a bit of the load off of Bradley Beal? Because for the past two seasons actually, since John Wall has been injured, Bradley Beal has been alone, has had to carry this Washington team. He's had to carry the offensive load, and now with Russell Westbrook being there, he can take a little bit of a load off. So for Washington's sake, a part of the deal, I feel like, and they had to give up a pick, I forgot to mention that. I feel like Washington, for them, this is pretty solid. The more time I thought about it, the more I sat back and really thought about it. I feel like Washington, this is a good move for them. Now let's talk about Houston side of things. Now Houston, they're trading Russell Westbrook for John Wall, and Houston is a weird team, because before getting rid of Daryl Morey, the reports came out that Westbrook was going, that Harden was going. We thought that they were blowing this roster up, right? And then they went out, they got Christian Wood. They just made this trade. They got Boogie Cousins. Like, this is a very interesting Rockets team, because Boogie Cousins and John Wall, if y'all forgot, they played together in college. Like, this is them coming back together. It's very fun and interesting. And this Rockets team it's weird, because we thought that this team was selling, that they were going into the dumpster fire, and now they're about to have a combination of John Wall, James Harden. Somehow they're going to get Christian Wood and Boogie to work out. I don't know how that's going to work out. Maybe one of them come off the bench, probably Boogie. But this is just all around for their sake. This is very weird. But, my big thing for Houston is about John Wall. My thing, like, for Blake Griffin, the Blake Griffin from John Wall trade, one of the reasons why I was holding off about that trade is I don't know what John Wall is right now. I've heard, John Wall say he's ready to go. I've seen the reports. I've seen all the workout videos, but I just don't know about watching a 5-minute YouTube clip of John Wall working out. I don't know if he's ready to go. I can't just trust his word for it, in preseason, that's when I'll truly, judge and see if he's, back to somewhat of what John Wall used to be. So that's just my thing about this. It's like, Houston, like, what John Wall are we getting right now? Are we getting a John Wall who will be better because he's had 2 years off, or are we getting a John Wall who, with less athleticism because of the injury, is going to be less of a player? I'm just very curious, what type of John Wall is he going to be? Now, I do believe that he's developed a better jump shot in this time off, so that's one plus thing. That's the only thing I know about him that I can say for certain, is that he's gotten a way better jump shot. But besides that, I don't know what John Wall is right now. So that's my only, thing about Houston. So who won this trade? People want to ask. I feel like it was Washington. They won this trade. Definitely, for me personally, I feel like they won the trade. So let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Thank y'all for 800 subscribers. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. I'm out.